This letter has the sound of a glottal stop. For example, if an English person says ba'a, that sound of the T in ba'a is a glottal stop, and that's the sound of aleph. For example, in Yisra'el, Yisra'el. So it's not a silent letter, as is commonly described, and it forms the group of gutturals in the Hebrew alphabet, and it's a glottal stop, Yisra'el. Sometimes it also functions as a vowel, and it takes the value of the vowel that's written underneath it. For example, in the first letter of the word Ashkenazim, the aleph there is functioning as a vowel, the letter A. B. B. Note the dot in the middle, which means that the air can't get through, and so it's B. This dot is called a dogesh. V. V. Using both lips, it's a B where the air goes through. V. V. G. G. D. D. Notice the sharp inside corner of this letter. H. 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 Notice this letter is open, so the air can go out. H. H. V. V. This letter can also function as a vowel as well as a consonant. When it functions as a vowel, it will have a dot on top of it, where my cursor is moving, giving it the sound of O, or it will have a dot inside it, indicating that it's doubled, so that dot means there would be two of them, and it then becomes oo, oo. So w in ancient times. In modern Hebrew it's v, and a dot on top, o, a dot in the middle, oo. Z. Z. Sh. Sh. And notice that it's closed. It's closed up. There's no space for the air to get out easily, and so it's not h, it's sh. T. T. Y. Y. And this letter can sometimes function as a vowel, and it can become E or E. Y, E, and E. Ch. Ch. And when the air can't go through, when there's a dot in the middle, where my cursor is moving, with a dot in the middle of a letter, then it becomes K. K. And when the air can go through, Ch. K. With a dot, no dot, the air can pass through, there's no plug in it. The final form of the same letter, remember that the final form, this is long, the scribe has bent it up to save space in the intermediate form, otherwise it's the same letter, just long instead of curved up. And once again, ch and k, and you'll have a dot for k and no dot for ch. L, l, m, m, m at the end of a word is distinguished by its sharp corners on the inside. Notice it's got sharp corners here, right angles. M. There's another letter that looks exactly the same, but it's round at the bottom. M. N. N. Notice this letter has been bent, so it has a form that's not bent, that occurs at the end of a word where it's long. N. And here we have the long form. N. N. You bend it up, and you have N. N. S. S. This is the form that's not to be confused with M. And the crucial thing is that it is curved on the inside and it's not sharp. M is sharp and S is curved, just like an S is a nice curvy letter full of curves. S. Ah. 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 Very hard letter to pronounce if you're a European. Ah. The noise of a crow or some kind of bird like that. Ah. You only need to pronounce it very slightly, and if you can't pronounce it, it doesn't matter that much, but it will help you if you can pronounce it very slightly. Ah. This is f, and it is the sound of your teeth and your lips, f, just like the English f. And this letter, when the air can't go through, becomes p. So it's p, f, p, f. When it has a dot in the middle, the air can't go through, it's p. And when the air can go through, it's f. And it's a f that's made with both lips, f. But if you make it like an English f with your teeth and your lip, it's fine as well. So f and p. P, when the air can't go through, there's a dot in the middle for p, and without the plug in the middle, then the air goes through f. And here's the final form of this letter. This is one of those letters that the scribes bent up to save space, but the same rule applies. A dot in the middle, p, no dot, the air can go through f. So there we have it in the form where it's been bent up to save space, and this is the form, the more ancient form, which now only survives at the end of words. Here's another bent letter, ts, 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 and in its ancient form, ts, which is found at the end of words. Ts, ts, k, k. This is not the same k as we've had before, although very few people make a distinction in pronouncing it, but strictly speaking it's pronounced slightly further back in your throat. K, k.